Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So Eliel Rosa, I believe I'm saying his name right, is a Texas man. He was seen in photos and on surveillance video inside the Capitol. He was with his friend and fellow January 6th defendant, Jenny Cudd. Rosa was interviewed by the FBI on January 8th, so just almost immediately after the Capitol attack. And he admitted to entering the Capitol. And then just a few days later, on January 13th, he actually turned himself into the authorities. And to be honest, his case was pretty mundane. He wasn't violent. He didn't yell or threaten anyone. He didn't vandalize the building. He didn't, cause any major disturbance. In fact, Rosa didn't even post on social media. Nobody would have even known that he was there except for surveillance video. And then unfortunately for him, his friend Jenny Cudd, because she was posting on social media. So that's how they were brought to the attention of the FBI. And although his case was pretty basic, his circumstances were definitely not, because Rosa came to the US from Brazil as an asylum seeker. So his actions on January 6th were really a slap in the face to our country and to the democracy that took him in with open arms. And so this put him at risk of deportation on top of the criminal charges. And unlike other nonviolent January 6 defendants, Rosa was charged and then indicted for a felony. He was hit with obstruction of an official proceeding on top of the standard for misdemeanors, the entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. And then they also charged him with aiding and abetting, which doesn't actually come with a term limit, like a sentence itself. It just kind of adds to the charges. But being that Rosa was hit with that 1 felony count of obstructing an official proceeding, that comes with a 20-year maximum sentence, potentially. So I thought, wow, the government is really trying to give this guy a stiff sentence. They're really going after him, and they really want him to have some jail time, possibly because, he thumbed his nose at our country after we took him in. I was wrong. Rosa accepted a plea deal back in July. He admitted to just the 1 misdemeanor count of parading in a Capitol, as so many of these other people have, and prosecutors dropped all the other charges. So in court, Judge Trevor McFadden noted that Rosa's actions were, quote, shocking given his status as an asylee. But he did say that he believed that this was an aberration for Rosa. I have to say, of the many apologies that I've read to you guys and that I've heard from these insurrectionists, this is the only one, so far at least, that didn't make it all about himself. Rosa wrote to the judge, and he said that taking part in the January 6th attack was the stupidest thing he's ever done. And then he said, quote, "The voices of desperation coming from the Capitol police officers will forever be engraved in my memory. I look forward to the day when I will be able to go back to DC again and personally ask for their forgiveness." I mean, he made it about them. I don't know if he personally heard them that day. I don't think so, because I think he was just inside the building and it didn't look like he was in an area where there was a whole lot of action. So I'm thinking that he's referring to maybe video that he viewed after the fact, all of those violent videos of these officers being beaten and, tasered and just horrifically attacked. So in the end, Judge McFadden sentenced Rosa to only 1 year of probation, 100 hours of community service, and a $500 restitution fee. Again, not enough. I just don't think it's enough, and it's not necessarily about what this particular man did or didn't do. It's about deterrence. And it's also, most importantly, about keeping things fair. When others get jail time, at least some jail time, right? There's some people who have gotten 14 days, 30 days, whatever the case may be, for doing the exact same thing. It just doesn't make sense. So let's hope Mr. Rosa makes good on his word. I hope he does someday go back to apologize to the officers. But God, wouldn't you love to hear that from more than one person out of the hundreds, out of the almost 1,000 that they've arrested so far? Like I keep saying, we're going to see this again because this isn't a deterrent. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.